All right, guys. So what we're going to go through today is getting started with social media and using Century 21's Hootsuite tool to utilize it to run your social media campaigns. So in today's day and age, one of the biggest things is social media. Social media is a big part of our business now. You guys have this unbelievable tool that you guys can take and target for free years and years of friends, family, past schoolmates, things like that. So we want to take advantage of that social media. I'll be honest with you, I know some of us aren't fans of social media. We get pictures of people complaining, ranting about political views, and taking pictures of what they're eating for dinner. So that's not what we're trying to do with our social media. We're there just to advertise our name and our brand. And what I want to start with sharing with you guys is your website. So one of the things I recommend before you even get started with social media is take advantage of our new Zap websites. So I'll pull one of these up real quick. And the reason you want to get your website started is because it gives you something to drive traffic to. It gives you something to display and use as a post. You now have a great website where people can go and actually search the entire MLS. I mean, this is a huge feature. So this is something you can drive more customers in, and it gives people a reason to click on you. A lot of times when we look at social media, you'll just see pictures and maybe some comments on the post, maybe likes, shares. But you want to also give them an opportunity to land and collect that lead at times as well. So that's why I really recommend these are very easy to get into. Buy yourself a domain name. We do have trainings coming up. You'll see Kevin McRobbie on the schedule with the Zap training. So take advantage of these. And this is something, that you really want to have. And I'm going to pull up a quick presentation here that I have some notes on. And what your website has is you guys already have a lot of this done for you. You have good design with intuitive navigation. You have the solid use of the brand in there. You have easy search capabilities for homes. You have the contact forms. You have regular updates. YouTube and social media, this is what we're using the websites for. And then, you also have a mobile-friendly version of your website. And on top of that is you have a mobile app. So, real quick, I'm going to sign into our Zap panel and just show you guys one of the ways to share this. And you guys will see all this in Zap, but just to show you real quick, if we go to, you guys sign in as an agent. And mail hoist. And if we click on inside of Zap and you click on my website, when you scroll to the bottom, or you can simply click there and click on referral link, this is where you'll find the referral link for your website. So you'll have a link for people to register and start looking at homes on your website, but you also have this link to send them and post on Facebook to download your mobile app. This will automatically get them on your contact database as well. So this is a great post to share, so I'll keep this open so we can show you guys when we go to build some posts in a second. So you can actually come in here and find these links to send people to download your mobile app, which they will love. Let's go back here. We'll move forward. So let's just talk about some best practices real quick when discussing your Facebook page. Develop a business strategy if you're posting content. This means have a rhythm to your posting content. You can have things like, maybe Monday is a new home of the week. Maybe Tuesday is home decor tips. Maybe Wednesday's fill in the blank. If you were to live in one part of the state, what would it be? My favorite place to travel to is fill it in. Use photos wisely. Take advantage of images. On social media, 85% of posts with images create more traffic. So you want to have something that catches people's eyes. I know probably most of you who are on this call today do look at social media at some point during the day or the week. and you scroll through and you read what's going on. You see pictures that people are posting. But a lot of times your eyes naturally just scroll over posts that just have text. So, you know, you want to have an image so your fans catch that photo and it draws their attention to it. Constantly increase and expand connections. One thing to do in Facebook on social media, when you post a good article or you post a home for sale, ask your customers and your fan pages to share it. Create the fan page for yourself. I'll pull up Facebook real quick. If you're on Facebook and you use it personally, that's fine, you know, but you may want to consider creating your own fan page, because what happens is when you're posting as just a regular person on Facebook, you're going to be posting pictures with the family, trips on vacation, you know, just things going on in your life. So sometimes your real estate fans may not want to see that. So over on the left-hand page when you log in, you'd simply come to create a page and then just walk through the steps. And that's what I recommend for anybody who uses a personal page for more than anything other than real estate. If it's just real estate, then you're okay, but I would recommend creating a fan page. It'll drive more traffic to you. Set up Facebook groups for target markets. Another way to really attract customers is to create Facebook groups. You know, you could create something on a town page. You know, what's happening in Reading. You could talk about upcoming street fairs or fireworks on the 4th of July. You can create real estate tip pages, first-time home buyer groups, repeat buyers, home decor pages. And this would just be something you could post specific content to target market, so they see you and they're getting more information that they want to receive. Maintain a daily basis schedule. This is key. You know, one of the biggest mistakes made in social media is there's no consistency. You need to have consistency when posting to Facebook, because it's all about branding. Just like running a database, we need to talk to our customers on a consistent basis so they constantly know who we are. It's the same thing with social media. When your friends and family see your posts every day, and it's once a day, so it's not inundating their feed. They see one post a day. They scroll through it if they don't feel like reading it. But what they see is they see your name. They see your face. They see your brand. And that's why you want to have that post on there daily. And when we go into Hootsuite, you're going to see that the system actually gives you content to post to social media. So you want to make sure you do have a consistent schedule. Interact and engage with others. Comment on other people's posts. Comment on photos of the family that people post. Hey, looks like you guys are having a great time. Create conversations. Just again, like running a database, interact with people. This is a way for you to interact and not have someone look at the caller ID and say, oh, I don't have time for that now. Just see your post. And even if it's, hey, happy birthday, you know, everybody posts the birthday messages. People see that. It's just another way to interact with these customers on Facebook and have more of a soft touch promotion. Avoid the appearance of shameless promotion. Keep this stuff relevant. Keep this stuff not begging for business. It's, you know, you always want to be positive in this business. So never use anything that's going to drag your image down. There's plenty of content out there, home decor. None of that is shameless promotion. You don't want to brand something that you wouldn't be proud of. The next website that I would sign up for if you don't have an account already is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really a growing site. The success of it, I believe, has really grown over the last few years. So this is a great site to get involved with. Now, keep in mind, you're probably looking at this and saying, oh, man, all these networks to join. Don't worry. That's why we have Hootsuite, which allows you to post individually or as a group to all these networks. So we'll get to that in a minute. But, you know, make a complete profile. This is going to help you find more friends and connections that you may not connect with on Facebook. Maybe they don't have a Facebook page. Maybe they spend more time on LinkedIn. There is a lot of activity on LinkedIn, so make sure you complete your profile so other people can find you as well. Choose effective keywords and phrases. You're in real estate. We got this easy tool called Google that we can simply go into and type in a message or type in a keyword and find all kinds of things. So my recommendation, if you go to Google and type in real estate keywords for LinkedIn, for Google, for Facebook, for Twitter hashtags, this is all out there, right out there, done for you already. Add video to your profile. YouTube is great. If you don't use YouTube, YouTube has a lot of great content, and you can just search for anything. So if you want to maybe find a home buyer's video, you can find something by one of our trainers that we refer to. You can find stuff out there that might be helpful from other tools and systems, that might, be relevant to your customers. It's all out there for you. Send a personal acknowledgement to new connections. When someone accepts your connection, send them a quick message. Hey, haven't talked to you since high school. Great to see you on there. Hope all is well. Thanks for accepting my request. It's been years since we've talked. Or, hey, glad to have you on my network. I share a lot of great stuff on here. Let me know if I can help you. Build a credible reputation. Easiest way to do that is be consistent. Brand yourself with different content that people are interested in. And don't use anything political. Stay away from anything with opinions. Just drive the facts. Again, start some groups. And then last, direct followers to your website. This is going to be key on anything you brand in now. Twitter. I'm going to go through this one real quick, guys. Twitter, to me, in real estate, is very tough to maintain. Twitter is something that you want to be posting constantly to. So, first, just some Twitter best practices for sure. Create a real estate-related username, at Rob Holmes, they go with the at sign, at Rob Century 21. Come up with something cool. Stay with identifying photo you choose. Tweet frequently, but with quality. I'm going to show you guys some really cool stuff that you can do to post to Twitter, so you can have that account, have some activity on there, but not have to worry about posting on a continuous basis. Direct followers to your website or your blog. That's key on any media you use. Be professional, but show your personal side. Twitter gets more into, showing properties to clients. Hashtag I love my job. Hashtag real estate is hot. That's what Twitter's more for. Choose account settings to support your goal. Make sure your bio is well written. You want to make sure your bio really is well written, because these are terms that can be found through search engines. It's also something that's going to represent you. So when you have customers, social media is a lot more open. So you're going to have customers that you would never know about or never connect with, but they read your bio and say, ooh, this looks like the guy or girl that I wanted to help me sell my house or help me find my home. And that covers the few posts that I have on Facebook. So now let's go into 21 Online. So when you come into 21 Online, before we go into the social media end of this, I just want to show you guys under the tool library, something you have here that I recommend tapping into is the logo library. The logo library is going to give you all different kinds of photos that you can tap into to post to your social media. It uses logos. You'll have the asset library here as well, where you can get some banners. So there's a lot of great images to use for your social media. I'm on the asset library now, and you can see there's all different kinds of stuff. If you need to make a cover photo or anything like that. 1,760. You can see there's plenty of images in here to tap into. So let's go back, and what you're going to do is you're first going to go to the Century 21 social area, which is under Social Exchange. C21 Social Exchange right here. We're going to click on that. It's going to take us into the dashboard, and right here we're going to select Hootsuite. Now, before we go in there, you guys have been given this account by Century 21. So in order to set up your account and add all your networks, you can have as many as you'd like. You just need to program them from this 21 Online dashboard. So before logging into Hootsuite, once it's all registered, you're going to go up here to the question mark in 21 Online, and we're going to go under Additional C21 Social for Business link, and we're going to click on Establish Your Social for Business Account. And it logged me in because I waited a little too long. But what you'll do is you'll simply add all your networks. And it's a quick fix. All you do is you just go in, you'd click on your page. If I wanted to use the company page, I would just click on here. I'm in my page that I want linked to social media. I'd simply copy this link right here, and that'll be the same on any social network you guys are using. The other page that I want to mention real quick before we dive into that is Google+. Google+ is one I didn't mention in the PowerPoint. And if you have a Gmail account, you have a Google+ account. And as we all know, Google rules the internet, so it's always good to have this set up as well. So real quick to add it, you would just go to Google, you'd log in and click on your little Google Apps button right here. And under that, we'd select Google+. And this would take us to our Google+ page. So this is where you can edit your Google+ page, view your profile, all right from this link here. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So now let's go back, and now we'll go into Hootsuite. We're going to click Start Now. So now let's take a look at Hootsuite. So we talked a little bit about getting started in social media. We talked about having a website. Now let's take a look at Hootsuite itself. So this is really where you can manage your social media. So you guys can see how mine's set up here, my home page. So let's just talk about the home page when you log in real quick. So over on the left here is all your menu buttons. We'll get to those in a second. Up top here, this is where I can post my messages. So this is where I can post a quick message. I can come in here, I can see all my different accounts. And I would just simply check off the accounts I want to post to. If I have one that I post to constantly, every time I say, oh, I always wanted to go to my Facebook page, I can star it, and it'll appear right at the top. Over here, I type in my message. I'd add a link right here, and we're going to make a post in a minute, but we'll show you guys real quick just what the menu includes. We can shrink it down, which means when you see our URL, you can type in real quick. We type in a URL. What this will do is this will just shrink it down so we don't have a huge URL on our page. We hit shrink, and it turns it into one of these shortened URL codes. We can add tags when we tag other pages or friends or family. We can attach an image. When we click Attach Image, we can upload it from our desktop. Or if we click on Content Library, you'll see Century 21 has added a ton of content in here for you already. And like I said before, posts with images have an 85% more chance to get views. So they give you a bunch of images right in here. This is one of my favorite parts, this scheduling. So this is where you could actually come in and schedule your post for the week on maybe a Saturday or a Sunday or one night during the week or when you're on floor time. You could come in here, create 5 posts, and schedule them out for the week and not have to worry about a thing. Locations, you can add a location if you choose. Targeting options, I'd recommend going through Facebook if you're going to do any targeting options to pay for ads. So I would recommend doing this through Facebook. And then you have privacy. I think you always want it to go to the public. It's set up as that way. So I would leave this privacy button alone and make it easy for yourself. Down below here, we have our streams. So what are these streams? These are just basically, I'm looking here, this one is of my timeline. So I can come in here and see all the posts that I've made. Here's my Twitter page for the company. I can see all the posts that have been made. So maybe I want to notify people that Comcast is out across the nation for thousands of people. I could simply hit here, hit retweet, and I can retweet this out. I could also take the images and post it to my Facebook or my other accounts. Here's the tweets I posted to my page. So I have an automatic feed I'll show you guys how to do. But I have an automatic feed right from Century 21. So I'm making constant posts. Here's my scheduled post. So this is my scheduled upcoming post for Twitter. I can see this is my next post, and it's coming out in 56 minutes. And then my Google Plus page, so I can see my feed here. So what I can do is I can simply go here to add stream, and I can create a stream for any of the accounts that I have. You can add Instagram, WordPress, LinkedIn, Google Plus, and you would just click on the account and then click whatever you want to show. So maybe I want, for my company page, I want to see the company updates on Google, on LinkedIn. And that account got disconnected, so I picked a bad one. But you can simply add streams constantly to make it easy for yourself. Over to the left here, we'll just go through the other menus real quick. If you click on Publisher, this is where I can see my upcoming posts. And I can just go through and view all my past history. But under here is where I want to show you guys what you can do to help make your life easier. We have what they call the content library, which I was just telling you about. So this is where I can actually see the images throughout the pages. So this is where I can come in and see what they look like, and maybe 6 essentials for an in-home movie theater. You know, I could post this and say, what's your biggest essential for a movie theater in your home? The next tab is suggestions. This is really cool. So what you can do here is if I click on suggestions, I can put in keywords for this to look for articles for me based on my keywords. So if I go up top here and click on settings, I can see my keywords are home decor, mortgage, and real estate. So when I save those settings and go back to my suggestions, that's what's going to appear in my feed here. So I'm going to get it pulled from around the web on different articles that I could use. And what's really cool is like I mentioned with Twitter, we got to post constantly. I could come in here and select a bunch of them to post throughout the day. And I can simply go through here and try to find articles that I like. So I could come here, prepare your home now if you plan to sell it this spring. You know, I could come in here and here's a tip to prepare your home now if you plan for the spring. So this is a great tool to come in and just find articles to post, and it won't take you much time. RSS feeds. I'll try to make this easy for you guys. An RSS feed is basically a feed from a website that will automatically pull into here as well. So for example, I pulled up century21.com and I clicked on their blog. So right up top of century21.com, they have a C21 blog. So if I come on here, I clicked on decor. Inside of your media browser, inside of your web browser, if I click on my bookmark toolbar, I can click subscribe to this page. When I do that, you can see it looks a little different now. I am now seeing the direct feed, which is the RSS feed. So if I copy this link and click this little plus sign, I can add this feed in to show under my suggested links. So this is really cool just to bring in some other links. So you guys can see I have a couple in here already. Where is it? So you can see I pull in from Boston.com. I pull in top stories. So maybe there's something big that pulls in from Boston.com that I could share with my social media clientele. And that would show right in here in my direct feeds. The next one is the analytics. And this is where I can just kind of track what I'm getting for activity. I know this probably looks a little confusing to you guys, but this is basically, if you read through, it just shows you how many fans you have, what's the engagement, how many posts you made, and it just kind of tracks your results. You then have an app directory. This is the other thing I'll show you guys. So if you want to add, if you have a YouTube account, you can come in here and download links to add YouTube. So for anybody who's feeling adventurous and wants to play around with this, feel free. But I won't waste your time with this right now. If anybody has any questions on the advanced end of this, let me know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys off now and before we make a post and see if you guys have any questions. Okay, you guys are now off mute. Any questions? Am I confusing a lot of people with social media? No questions?
Nope.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put you guys on mute again and take you guys off before we end. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our home page. And to do that, we just click on Streams. And we're going to make a post. So let's make a post to my account. So we're going to click that I want to post to Rob D'Amico. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to make a post about our new website. So I'm going to get the link to share online. Mine's a little different than yours. We're going to copy that link. I'm going to go back to Hootsuite. But here I am in my Hootsuite. So I want to make a post. I'm going to say, check out newly redesigned company website. We now offer MLS testing. Actually, so now you can see I posted my link here, and it's huge. So when I hit shrink, it shrinks it right down. I just want to post a logo with ours. So now I have my post here. I got my link, and it shows up right down the bottom here, which is really cool. It looks nice when you post it. So if I wanted to, my next post might be something like, now you see my site, check out my mobile app. And my next link would be to download our mobile apps. So now I can come in here, and I could attach an image if I wanted to. I could schedule this for a later date. But I'm going to actually get this scheduled and get this out there right now. So what I do is I simply hit send now. And I'm done. My message is posted. So let's take a look on Facebook and see if it hit it. Sometimes it can take up to 10 minutes to hit your Facebook page. Let's see if it hit my site. And there it is. So it's already posted. So there's my post. Just like that. Check out our newly redesigned company website. It's got all my text, everything there. And when I click it, it goes right out to our website. So it's that simple to make a post on Hootsuite. And this is something that you guys want to get into the habit of doing constantly. So I pulled up a couple of pages. First, I recommend checking out Century 21's Facebook page. Century 21 Corporate. So search them on Facebook. I want to point out a couple things to you guys on here before we wrap up, just to have some hints when you're getting started. Change your cover photos constantly. You know, you can see Century 21. They got a photo of a basketball, so my guess is they're getting ready for March Madness. You know, so you could use this for the next, 30 days or so. But, Century 21 is a great page to follow, and we kind of we try to stay on pace with them because they've got a great campaign. So we've really been trying to stay pace with them and make updates when they make updates. So really good site to follow. And, you can see here, what do you call the room where your family watches TV? I know I have this conversation all the time. Is it a TV room, a family room, a den, a living room? And you can see the comments they get. People will just chime in. And what's really cool is you got to realize is if I make a comment on Jim's page, all my friends see that Rob commented on Jim's page, and maybe they're not friends with him, but they chime in. So I could look at Sandra here and say she commented on my page, but I don't know her. I could add her as a friend. They post news and context. Romantic renovations that will last longer than Valentine's Day. Winter weather posts, everybody I'm sure was affected in some way over the last couple of weeks with some of this winter weather. Advertisements, you can advertise your website, advertising pages, home buyer checklist, and you can see this is just stuff that you'd want to post. So this is a great page to follow and really learn more about the social media end of the business. That's pretty much Hootsuite and social media. It's a very easy tool to use, guys. It's really just sitting down, and I'd be glad to talk with anybody who needs a little help, with getting started with your social media. Not quite sure where to start. So I'd be glad to coach you guys on that. Anybody who's interested, you can always send me an email, and we can set up a conference call and get you started. So with that being said, I'm going to take you guys off of mute one more time and see if there's any questions. Hey, you guys are now off mute. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap up? All right, everybody was really quiet today. That's kind of scary.
Hey, I got a question for you. You ready?
I bet. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I already have a Facebook page, of course, right? But I also bought it, a company, and they were servicing it for me for $75 a month. And they were doing their own. They were doing their own posting for me. They were keeping doing all these stupid posts. But I didn't like the post. I was always complaining to them. But I had to go through a lot of training with it. I never followed through. So I stopped paying. But I have a Facebook page that's pretty sharp, and they did a real good job on doing it for me. But now I don't want to stay with them naturally. Can I use that same Facebook page with us?
Absolutely, that's yours. You should own that.
Okay, cool. Because it's really a sharp page. They did a good job on it.
Yeah, is it listed under your Facebook account?
What am I going to do?
Is it listed under your Facebook account? Are you the owner of it on your Facebook?
Yeah, in other words, it goes Facebook.com/PhilKinsolo Right? That's what it's supposed to say, right?
Right. But my question is it show up under your account on Facebook? Can you view it through your Facebook page?
Yeah, in other words, yes. In other words, if I'm on my regular Facebook page, and I can go right into my Facebook real estate page as well, yes.
Okay, so yeah, you should be fine.
Okay, cool.
Yep, that should be yours.
So I could just own those people totally because they keep on nagging me for paying some money and get back on their scene.
Exactly. So yeah, I would just use that and stick with that. I would.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
The reason why I don't have a lot of questions, I gotta get the feel of it first. I have no questions because I don't really know what I'm doing yet.
No, absolutely. So, most people are new to, social media or everything else. We've dabbled in our business at some point or another. Social media is something a lot of people haven't tackled yet, but it's time to tackle social media. So anybody who needs a little coaching, you want to ask some questions, feel free to reach out to me and we can set up a time to talk.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
glad to
good
help
for that
anybody.
one.
I'm here for you.
I won't lose my keys, though, this time, I promise.
All right, sounds good. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Have a nice. Oh, someone got a question?
Yeah, check out my Facebook page on Realtor Facebook. Check it out. See what you think.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can talk offline about this, Phil. Yeah, you can stick with something like this, but we can talk a little bit more about it. You got good stuff in here.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for your time.
All right, guys. Have a great night, everyone.
You too.
Thanks, Rob.